Hi, my name is Russell Carson Jr., and today I'll be showing you how to install Mac OS Sequoia 15.7. First, you must upgrade Mac OS X Mavericks. To begin your upgrade, go to https://support.apple.com/en-us/102662. Type this web page address into your browser and press enter. You will see the page how to download and install Mac OS. Scroll down to use a web browser for older versions. Select Yosemite and install the download on your computer. Select El Captain and install the download on your computer. Select Sierra and install the download on your computer. Go back to the top of the web page until you see Use the App Store. Select High Sierra. Click Get macOS High Sierra. Click Download and begin installing macOS High Sierra. Select Mojave. Click Get macOS Mojave. Click Download and begin installing macOS Mojave. Select Catalina. Click Get macOS Catalina. Download macOS Catalina. Select Big Sur from the App Store. Click Get macOS Big Sur. Download macOS Big Sur. Select Monterey from the App Store. Click Get macOS Monterey. Download macOS Monterey. Select Ventura from the App Store. Click Get macOS Ventura. Download macOS Ventura. Select macOS Sonoma from the App Store. Click Get macOS Sonoma. Download macOS Sonoma. Select Sequoia from the App Store. Click Get macOS Sequoia. Click Download macOS Sequoia. If your Sequoia 15.7 download doesn't install, look up OpenCore Legacy Patcher in your browser. Go to your web browser and look up OpenCore Legacy Patcher. You'll see OpenCore Legacy Patcher. Click the button Getting Started. What is OpenCore? You can read this document or let the presentation guide you through. On the left margin of the screen, you'll see Creating macOS Installer. Click on Creating macOS Installer. On the page Creating macOS Installers, you should see Downloading the Installer. Press the link OpenCore Legacy Patcher Release Apps. You'll be sent to a web page with the latest OpenCore Legacy Patcher. Scroll down to OpenCore Legacy Patcher 2.2.0. Click on the arrow next to Assets. In the Assets list, click on OpenCore-GUI.app.zip. On the pop-up, click Allow to download your zip file. Go to your desktop and open the OpenCore zip file. Double-click and open the OpenCore Legacy Patcher. The OpenCore Legacy Patcher will install additional components and your password may be required. On the pop-up, click on Create macOS Installer. Click Download macOS Installer. Make sure macOS Sequoia is selected and press Download. The macOS Sequoia installation will begin. The macOS Sequoia installer will be validated and extracted. The pop-up will ask if you want to create a macOS installer. But first, plug in your USB drive. You can use a flash drive with at least 32 gigabytes, but I used an external 500 gigabyte SSD. Plug your storage device into your USB port. Your storage drive will be erased, so be sure to back it up. Click Yes to create macOS installer. Select the macOS Sequoia installer. Make sure your USB drive is the only drive plugged in and select it for a local disk. Click Yes to confirm your selection. Creating the macOS Sequoia installer may take up to 30 minutes. The pop-up will ask, would you like to install OpenCore to the disk? Click Yes. Click Build and install OpenCore from the OpenCore Legacy Patcher. Your OpenCore configuration is being built. Click Install to disk. Be sure to select USB disk. On the pop-up, you must select the EFI volume. Select Reboot and hold the Option key while your computer restarts. Then select Restart. While your computer restarts, hold the option button down. You can release the button when you see your hard drive and an EFI drive on your screen. On your keyboard, use the arrow keys to select the EFI boot option and press enter. On the next screen, use the arrow keys to select Install macOS Sequoia and press enter. The following screen is a menu. Disk utility is used to erase your hard drive. If you have already erased your hard drive or you are keeping what's on your hard drive, use your mouse to select Install macOS Sequoia. To set up the installation of macOS Sequoia, click Continue. Agree to the software license agreement. Click Agree again. You'll see the Sequoia installation disk, but make sure you click on the hard drive you want to install Sequoia on. I chose to install Sequoia on the Daily Hit Records SSD. Make your selection and click Continue. The macOS Sequoia installation has begun. Your computer might reboot, but be patient while the installation completes. Now you should be at the Sequoia login screen. Log into Sequoia. If your OpenCore, Legacy, Patcher screen is not on, go to your desktop and click on the OpenCore Patcher icon. On the pop-up, click OK. Click Build and install OpenCore from the OpenCore Legacy Patcher. Your OpenCore configuration is being built. The pop-up will ask, would you like to install OpenCore now? Click Install to Disk. On the pop-up, choose your actual computer hard drive, the drive you just installed Sequoia on, not your USB drive. On the pop-up, you must select the EFI volume. Another pop-up will ask you to reboot. Select Reboot and hold the Option key while your computer restarts. After your computer restarts, log in and ignore the message you're booting from a USB. Double-click on the OpenCore app on your desktop. Your OpenCore Legacy Patcher will be installing additional components. Next, click on Post-Install Root Patch and wait for a couple minutes. From the pop-up, click on Start Root Patching. Once your root patching finishes, a pop-up will appear. The pop-up will ask you to reboot, but before you reboot, eject your USB drive. Click Reboot and hold the Option key. And restart your computer. Once your computer reboots, log in and you are finished. You have successfully installed macOS Sequoia 15.7.